Could you just tell us about the year that you've had?
I've had a good year, of course. What I'm most satisfied with is the winter training that I got. It was a lot of consistency. It was not so many injuries, and yeah, everything was good. And that's what makes the best baseline for good achievements. And yeah, you must never forget that. So, and of course, the gold medal in London, it was huge for me and also the Norwegian people. So I'm proud and yeah, trying to keeping my feet on the ground. So
how did it feel to break the championship record in Bydgoszcz?
That's always cool because it means that no one has ever been running faster in that championship. So of course I was trying to get it, but I didn't know what it was. So I was just running for my life, and yeah, there it was.
Could you ever have imagined back at the beginning of the year what you would have achieved over the 12 months?
It's hard to say yes and it's hard to say no because it all starts with believing. But at the same time, it's very difficult to do it. And of course, when I achieved it in London, you could see it on my face that I was surprised. But also, I had a feeling that if everything was going good, and yeah, I can pull it off. And of course, it also is very surprising when you do it. But yeah, I always believe.
Do you run from the heart?
I would say yes, and yeah, nothing more than that, because you can see it on the way I'm racing. It's all out, and I run with love.
It's a good quote. So what advice would you give to any young people who are really interested in 400 meters or hurdling? What advice would you give them to inspire them?
Firstly, I think it's important to remember that only one guy can become the world champion at a time. So not just strive for that, but strive for personal winnings and personal joy and loving what you're doing, because that's what motivates people, and that's what makes you do things for a long time, and that's how you get consistency. So it must be having fun and keeping the motivation, and yeah, be with friends and try to live a normal life as well, because yeah, not everyone can be a world champion.
Who was your inspiration growing up?
I've had a lot of them. I don't have any specific person. I've never been looking up to people doing great things in sport. I've been looking up to people behaving good, people with good values, and people that mean a lot to me, like my granddad, for an example, which I've learned so much from. And this is a mentality that you bring into the sport, and that is almost just as important as the training and the running itself. So yeah, I'm looking up to great personalities.
Okay. And how does it feel, and at what point do you know that you're going to win? Because I could see it in your eyes in Bydgoszcz as you came around that final bend. You knew you were going to win. You knew you had some extra in the tank. What does it feel like? What's that moment feel like?
It's different, because that was the under 23, and I knew that the pace was very good, and it would be hard for the others to keep up if I managed to pull it off, and I felt that I had everything under control. In London, I had no idea. I didn't realize it before I went across the finish line. I was like looking up there at the screen and was like, yeah, it worked out. But yeah, I always run to the finish line because yeah, I don't want to do a stupid mistake.
Now, this year's been amazing, but next year we've got the European Championships in Berlin, which is a huge event for European athletics and for all European athletes. Are you looking forward to this event, and are you already got your eyes on it?
Of course, that is of course the highlight for the next season. I think it's going to be tough. The guy that was number 2 in London, he was also a European, so it's going to be hard work. And yeah, I need to get back to the drawing line and yeah, do drawing board, you call it. I need to get back to the drawing board and train more, because that's what's keeping me going. That's what makes great results.
And of course, the stadium is a magnificent stadium, great history, a beautiful stadium, but all the people who've run in there, it's a lot of ghosts of athletics past.
That's cool, and the only time I've been there was as a tourist, actually, so can't wait.
I mean, just Usain Bolt obviously won the 100 meters there with the world record, and Jesse Owens has run there as well. Do these people inspire you?
Of course, everyone who breaks barriers makes me see that, yeah, it is possible, hopefully. So I love people that are breaking barriers.
And just finally, do you have a message for our president, who was very proud? I sat next to him as you won in Bydgoszcz, the under-23s, and I'm sure he was equally as passionate when you won in London. Any message for him?
No, I appreciate the work that he's doing. I believe in clean sports. I believe in teaching the next generation to work hard, and that's the way to reach your goals. So I think that he is bringing very good ideas into our sports now, and yeah, credits to him for that.
Thank you very much, and good luck.
Thank you.
Congratulations, the winner of the Golden Tracks 2017. How does it feel?
Thank you. It feels good. I must say I really like to be recognized for my running, and it feels good. And hopefully everyone else thinks also I deserve it. So yeah.
And how did it feel to go on stage and receive the award?
I liked it. I was trying to have a light and funny speech. I don't know how people took it, but yeah, I like it, and hopefully I got a good message out there.
A lot of people remember that face you pulled as you crossed the line. I don't know if you want to be remembered for that, but it was a great moment. Tell us what was going through your head as you crossed the line.
I was, of course, really surprised, and like I believed it in somehow, but on the other hand, it was like I can't believe this is happening, and it was very huge for me. And yeah, it's the thing that I dreamt of, and now it's a reality. That's such a weird feeling, and it's the best feeling in the world also.
And just finally, Sven Arne Hansen gave you the trophy. How did it feel to receive the trophy from the president of European Athletics, a fellow Norwegian?
It is of course fun, and it's big for both of us. You know, he works with athletics, and I train to make good accomplishments. And yeah, it's very good to share these moments with a fellow Norwegian, because yeah, hopefully this is good for all Norwegian people.